a watchmaker in the country is working round the clock to put the Philippines at par with international luxury timepieces. Here to talk about Argos watches is CEO Ivan Jeff Soberano. Ivan, thank you so much for joining us and congratulations on the success of Argos' watches.
Thank you, Rico, and thank you for having us.
This is a very new watch brand that's been introduced in the market. When did this idea all come up?
All right, so yeah, it's a very new brand. No? This idea came up during the pandemic.
Mm-hmm.
I was working, I'm an electrical engineer, and as a part of company's requirement, we were kept in the premises for the purpose of, contingency. So I have lots of time in my hands. So, I delve into research, and during that time, I was at the height of my obsession with watches.
Your obsession for watches. So which particular foreign brands were your inspiration for Argos?
Yeah. So that would be Grand Seiko, if you know Grand Seiko.
Yes, the Grand Seiko. Snowflake?
No, the Sakura, Shunbun.
The Sakura. And of course now, with Argos' watches, it's now being compared to luxury watch brands like Swiss Omega Aquaterra, the British Pinion Neutron, and the Japanese Grand Seiko Snowflake. What does it feel like when you're compared, which is, a very young watch company compared to the best brands in the world?
Of course, it's flattering and it's overwhelming, but at the same time, it would be lots of expectations from the team to keep up with the good work. We came up with the Odyssey. It turned out great. It garnered attention.
The Odyssey.
The Odyssey.
Yes, I would love to see these watches up close and personal. There you go. So tell us, these watches are manufactured in the Philippines?
The watches were designed and assembled in the Philippines, quality assured, everything. And the manufacturing of the parts was done overseas.
And where do the parts come from, Ivan?
Main parts of the Odyssey came from Southeast Asian countries like Japan and Hong Kong.
Mm-hmm. And how many pieces do you have to import to be able to construct and create one Argos watch?
That would be around 70 pieces.
70 pieces. And how models do you have at the moment for consumers?
We have our debut model, which is the Odyssey. It comes with two phases, the one in blue and the one in cream, we have it right now. And for our next model, it will be coming up early next year.
And what is basically your grand ambition for Argos watches?
For the short-term ambition of Argos watches, of course, is to become the country's market leader in terms of Filipino brand, watch brand. But for the long term, I would say, as we've told our team and our audiences many times, it would be to build the watchmaking industry.
I'm really very, very proud because on the face of the watch, you have Philippine made.
Yes.
Right? Whenever we buy all kinds of foreign watches, it's either Swiss made, Japan made, but this is Filipino made, which according to Oracle Time, a leading UK-based publication which has featured Argos watches. This is really very, very significant for a very young watch brand like yourself.
Yes, Rico, I'm very proud of that because for 4 straight months, Argos have been securing the top spot of Oracle Recommends.
Why do you think it has secured the top spot? What makes Argos watches really special?
I would say this is a bold move for a micro brand to make a dial as close as what a Grand Seiko can do. No, so that's the textured dial. If you can see,
yes,
it's not a smooth face. It has layers. It's inspired by concrete roads. So that one. Every time we were featured by international publishers, they always mention how nice the texture of the dial is.
And how long, Ivan, does it take to manufacture one Argos watch?
The process of producing an Argos watch usually takes about 8 to 10 months. From designing, prototyping, production, quality assurance, and then eventually planning the launch.
Wow, 8 to 10 months for just one watch. And how many watches do you get to produce, assemble a year?
That would be around 200 pieces.
Wow, 200 limited edition pieces for a global collector base of
Yes.
millions of people. So, are your buyers collectors or just basically consumers who are proud to own a Filipino-made watch?
That would be a mix of them. But the first adopters or the first owners of Argos watches, they are collectors. And then the next one would be our kababayans who are very proud to have this kind of watch owned by Filipinos.
And what does Argos mean for the Philippine watchmaking industry? You have really leveled up. And at the moment, there's really no competition.
Well, for the competition right now, I would say it's very competitive actually, even if it's just a small scale. But our goal, as I mentioned, is to coexist with them and build the industry with them and eventually achieve economies of scale.
And this is being retailed right now in some locations across Metro Manila. Is a plan as well to sell this in many of the international retailers in key cities around the world?
Yes, that would be our plan. So next year, maybe next year or in the next few years, we can penetrate Southeast Asian countries.
Congratulations on your success, Ivan, and for joining us right here on The Final Word. It is indeed a beautiful watch, but proudly Filipino-made. Argos CEO Ivan Jeff Soberano.
Thank you, Rico.